Hello everyone. Now in this video we will learn how supply chain management can be used to solve many grave issues, especially for the tourism sector. Friends, let us say there is a company which is called as the Big Tour Operators Limited. This company is in existence from the last 15 years. And of late, this company has been facing some problems. The customers are filing a lot of complaints. Customers are not very much happy with the way they are doing their works because of many issues. For example, they book a trip, sometimes it gets cancelled. Sometimes even though they book a trip, they reach there, the accommodation is not being managed properly. In some cases, if the accommodation is done properly, the food service is not very good. In some cases, the tourist operator does not take them to the places that was already promised for, maybe for any reasons. Rains have come up, or there is some kind of unexpected foreseen circumstances which come up. Now friends, if it's a tour operating company which is facing these kind of issues, then the solution lies in supply chain management. Supply chain management is basically a process of how it starts from the customer and it goes to the final part. Friends, let me just give you a very simple supply chain of this entire process. This entire process starts with the customer. Customer comes in, inquires for a trip, books a trip. Now comes the second person in the supply chain, that's the tour operator. Tour operator will collect the money on behalf of the supply chain. Tour operator will book the train tickets or bus tickets or the transportation. It will tie up with some kind of a transport provider and provide transportation service. That is the third part in the supply chain. One was the customer, two was the tour operator, third is the transport agency. Once they transport and they reach the destination, there they book a hotel room and here they tie up with a hotel. Once the hotel is booked, then they tie up with another person for the purpose of food. Sometimes this can be provided by the same hotel where they are staying, or it can be provided by a third party also. And the final person with whom they have to tie up is what we call it as a tourist attraction kind of a person who will help you to go out and help you to visit all the places for which you actually went to this place. So friends, this entire chain, if managed properly, you will not get any kind of customer complaints. And for that to happen, step number one is to identify your supply chain very clearly. You have to write down, you have to document each and every process. The flow from customer to the tour operator, flow from tour operator to transport agency, flow from tour operator to the accommodation provider, flow from tour operator to the food provider and to the tourist attraction center. Once this process is very clearly written, we can go in depth and we can identify where exactly is the problem lying. And once we identify where exactly the problem is lying, we can just create a proper agreement and a contract, create a good management person or put on a good management leader to solve that issue. The few areas where management skills are very essentially important is one, on the skill management of the people who are working in the entire set. Two is demand management. Too many customers come, we should be able to manage the demand. And the last one is customer relationship. Once the customer goes on a trip, if he has any issues, you should be there giving him good kind of support. I hope you are clear with this video, friends. Thank you so much.